Hello, hello, and welcome back at the Emily Stardust Show. Well, we do what we can with the light. I'm still in Berlin. I'm about to travel back to Barcelona to continue my Soul Loom Circle project, which I mentioned, I think, a little bit in the last episode without really going into detail about what it is. And I mean, I would also like to go into detail about it. Like, also, don't mind the sound of my voice today is a bit more raspy, I suppose, because I'm a bit ill. The cold of Germany also got to me. I a little bit ill from Berlin. And yeah, let's talk about not really what it is, but more where the idea comes from, the origin. Let's go back to the origin. I would say, like, the gist of it is how I stopped looking for my people and I just started creating the space that I was missing instead of keep looking for it on the outside in other people, in other groups, and communities, events that, well, resonated with me, but in so many ways didn't. That I still had to settle for certain things that I wasn't okay with, let's say. Maybe not even in that negative sense, more in a alignment sense, like the things I needed right now, the person who I wanted to become in that moment. Like, I realized a lot of people in my surroundings are not on that same path. And I was idealizing them, I was projecting my way onto them, I would say. Yeah, a lot of realizations this year. I bet I'm not the only one figuring out some stuff, and especially in relationships, I think there was a collective shift going on in 2025, and it's still happening. Like, some got hit earlier, some got hit later. And I feel like I got hit really hard about it. One day I will make a whole episode about what happened in my relationships in 2025. Right now, I can just say I needed to get slapped in order to understand who is for me and who is not for me. And yeah, sometimes you see the signs and you see there is no alignment, but you still go there because this is kind of what is there. This is what you know. This is what they offer, right? And a lot of it is really beautiful, so you take it and you settle for it. And what happened to me is I felt left out a lot of times, like I didn't truly belong in there, because some things I would see differently, some things I would like to do differently, but if I named these things, it didn't really feel, how people are when they have a very clear idea of things, of how things should be done, they would follow up on that idea and not be so open for change. That is something I really love about Berlin. I feel like transformation is ever present, also in Barcelona, but somehow in a more conservative way. It's hard to explain if you haven't been to these places. But yeah, summarizing, for a long time, I was really trying to find my people. Like, I was on the search, I was like, yeah, where's my tribe? Where's my tribe? Sometimes thinking I found them already, then realizing, like, no, 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 not my tribe. And a lot of times I was left disappointed, but because of my own expectations, not because of anything was wrong or people were not great. Like, I've passed through some amazing communities and circles and healing events that really touched me and made me crave that community feeling even more, or that belonging, that family, friend group, whatever it is. For everyone, it's different also. But yeah, somehow some essentials were missing for me, and I couldn't admit to myself that I wouldn't find it where I was looking, or that maybe I should even stop looking. I just tried to force connections and friendships that I knew for a long time that it's not gonna work, and that it even might backfire. And then it backfired really hard, and that's when you start opening your eyes and you drop the curtains and the illusions and the masks, and you understand, wow, what do I want to create? Who do I want to be around? Because the 5 people that surround you, they really make who you are, right? Like, the influence of the place and the people around you is very, very strong. So it's really important to choose wisely who you want to roll with. And this searching for belonging was just so strong that I would like change my shape and size and make myself fit in, settle for less. You see how my voice is reacting immediately about that topic? I would feel almost at home, almost arrive, almost part of it, you know, if I would just fight a bit longer or show up a bit more. But somehow I had to, I feel, I think I was frustrated that somehow I had to compromise my vision, or a lot of times even realize that how I imagined it would be, it's not. And these people are not who I thought they would be. Again, my expectation, there's nothing wrong with these people. At some point, I really realized like I have a really clear vision of how I want things to feel in my surroundings, in the people I roll with. And yeah, I think it was really a feeling thing. And yeah, starting to know what I want, what I don't want, making a lot of experiences of what I don't want in order to know better what I want. Like maybe you can relate. And yeah, after a long process, it didn't just happen overnight, I would say. I felt ready to create that space that I was craving. I stopped waiting for someone else. I stopped waiting to find anything. I just started doing it. And I haven't done that in a while. A lot of fear, a lot of insecurity, a lot of do I actually know how to do that? Imposter syndrome things. Then I just did it, and putting that option out there, wow. Huh? Especially making it a woman space, woman circle, or like an event concept for women to connect with women and with femininity, and of course not just woman FLINTA spaces. So it would be again females, lesbian, intergender, intersexual, transgender, and agender. And I always feel I translate from German, okay, so don't blame me for taking so long. The idea is to also include these minorities and maybe people that have a hard time fitting into a certain box and somehow also belong into that woman's circle. Yeah, create safe spaces for people that maybe feel the same, that look for belonging, that look for community, that look for their people, and they just cannot find them. And then boom, Soul Loom Circle found them. This is a little bit the idea, you know? And it's not even, I had some, how do you call that? Feedback, I guess, intense feedback from certain people in Barcelona who were not really understanding about the concept and put me into that box of being activist feminist and hating men. And clearly also some people made some bad experiences with these topics, which really made me reflect even stronger on what I want to do here. You know, it's not about exclusion at all. It's about different nervous system dynamic. If men come together, it's also different. If there's one woman there, it changes everything. It's not about having a problem with men at all, honestly. It's about safety, softness, shared experience, reconnect to the self, to the feminine, and connect to other women, like discover the self through the other. And I think especially women have a really big sister wound around these topics. And to come back together with a pure heart and the best interest of everyone in mind, you know, it's just really beautiful. Yeah, and just go deep. Depth happens faster, or like the vulnerability starts to tune in an easier manner, I would say. Like people feel safe and secure to be their authentic self and express it and share their story, share their thoughts, share their experience. And yeah, it's an unfinished project. It's something that is happening on the go. Also, I'm really glad to have my soul sister support me in it, or it's our shared project, I would say. I mentioned her in the last episode already, Charlotte. Being on that same vision, and also how we came together was very interesting. Just boom, we met, and on the first day we just started sitting down, being productive, and getting things done. And then we hosted our first hike event, and it was beautiful. We had 20 people attending, and yeah, a lot of interest, a lot of people joining the tribe, the community group. There's a Telegram channel also. I can link it if you're interested in these kind of things. There's also going to be events in Berlin and in Barcelona. And I think what we're creating here is going to be really, really beautiful. And I feel the alignment, I feel the feedback. But especially in myself, I feel a bit more. How can you even say that? I feel I'm arriving more and more on my train seat on this crazy journey called life. And I feel birthing this project and keeping it alive, like it's an unfinished thing. It's like I said, on the go, we're doing this. Same as here, like now. We don't have a really well dedicated space for the podcast right now. So there's gonna be different scenarios. It's life is messy sometimes. But feeling a little bit more like you belong and finding your people, your family, your support system, and the way you treat each other in that context. And then to share this and expand the circle and expand the love and more people joining the tribe, it just feels really beautiful. And it was a dream for a really long time, but I was just not brave enough to do it. Yeah, I'm really grateful for myself and my friend, also who gave me the last impulse to start and to just do it and create the spaces. And you can really like apply that to anything in life. You want to keep searching for it on the outside and waiting for it to come your way and just always be unsatisfied or frustrated or disappointed about the outcome because you let other people or other circumstances form it for you. Like, it's been enough. It's time to create my own narrative and my own story and my own family. And also doing that, I feel like I'm standing in my truth and I'm attracting exactly that energy. So people who want to join that, people who are with me on that journey are really meant to be there. And it feels all really aligned, really, really, really beautiful, honestly. And like that, I don't have to look for anyone anymore. I'm already full. And everything that I attract in my truest, authentic self right now is for me. And it's just the beginning. Oh my God. Yeah, we could continue philosophing about it the whole night, but that's kind of the point. You can choose that you belong and you can start creating the space for it right now, today, tomorrow, yesterday. Like it's never too late to take initiative and create the life of your dreams or the project of your dreams or whatever it is for you. Community, and I think a lot of people can relate. There are loners, there are people who really there are really people who don't like to be around a lot of people, and I get it, but I still think tribe, family, community is very, very important for us human beings, generally, collectively. And yeah, I would like to end it with a really beautiful quote or saying that I find very accurate, and it's your vibe attracts your tribe. And that's it. It's a very simple truth. So you don't have to search for anything. It's attracting it, it comes to you. And you can trust yourself and allow yourself to, you know, attract the right people, the right circumstances, and the right situations in your timeline. And it all comes to you. Maybe the moment you start forcefully looking for it. Yep, so much from my side for today. Otherwise, we're getting lost in time again. I realize I really enjoy this. I really enjoy talking to you guys. I really am grateful that you're still listening to me. Again, if you have anything similar in your experience repertoire, if you want to share anything in the comments or on Instagram, feel free. It supports me a lot if you leave a little like or share it with your friend. And nothing. So much love. I hope you're having an amazing time listening to this wherever you are. Big, big kiss. I get shy again. Yes, goodbye. Emily Stardust!